Welcome back to the show. Traveling to different places around the world is a passion for my next two guests on the program. They have made travel a big part of their bucket list. Joining me now, Taniqua Hay and Lauren Brown. Thanks for being on the program.
Thank you for having us.
So you all have this huge passion for travel, and it's a part of your bucket list, and you're members of a Facebook group called
Bucket List Beasts.
The Bucket List Beasts.
Yes.
Great. How did you find out about this group, and how long have you been members?
Well, I found out about the group through the founder of the group. We travel before, actually met her in Bali, Indonesia, and remained in contact with her, and she began to add different friends and contacts because we all been talking about these things that we wanted to achieve, and she is the ultimate bucket list beast. I mean, she goes after things that most people would even be scared to watch on TV. So,
Fantastic.
So she started this group because everybody's like, well, I want to go after some things. And she's like, okay, we can all do this. And she started the group, and that's...
Very cool. So, Lauren, tell me the last place you went and why you decided to go there.
The last place I went was Brazil for Christmas. So I saw the Christ the Redeemer on Christmas Day, and it was very exciting to see one of the world wonders.
I have seen that myself, so I have been there with you.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
not technically.
Not technically, but it was great to experience that on Christmas. And then I also went to the Taj Mahal last year during the Holi Festival, where they throw all the colors and everyone's having a great time. So that's one of the things on my bucket list, to see all the wonders of the world.
Was that a photo of you on Ipanema Beach?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, see, I know.
It was gorgeous. Yes, it's getting my tan. Yeah.
Are you impressed?
Yes, definitely.
So, and what about you, Taniqua? Where have you been recently?
Recently, I've been to Chile, to Patagonia.
Nice.
Torres del Paine. There's a picture there. And amazing, breathtaking views. Rock climbing was one of the things on my bucket list, and I was able to do that as well. So that was in Colombia, Senegal cool. As well. So there have been a number of places, Senegal in the desert, in Lampoul Desert.
That's amazing.
That I've had an opportunity to travel to, and it's been quite an experience, and plenty more places that I want to go. So,
and the whole idea here is to see the world, right? I mean, go places that a lot of people dream of going, but never really get around to it, I guess.
To see places and have experiences. I think for most of us, we really take advantage of the opportunity to be in these different locations and also partake in different experiences that we might not normally do at home.
And you absorb their cultures, which
Absolutely.
is really a lot of fun when
Absolutely.
you travel. And I got to ask you, how do you do this on a budget? I'm sure you have to have some sort of budget to travel when you're traveling.
Well, there's actually a whole bunch of websites that give great and amazing flight deals, like secretflying.com or airwatch.com. And we're actually in a group called the Nomadness Travel Tribe that shares a lot of deals with each other. So there was just a deal, $187 to Abu Dhabi with the layover in Paris for 22 hours. So that's cheaper than flying to California. So
wow.
If you want to just stay on the deals, you can always see the world.
And what do you do as far as lodging when you go on these trips? Do you, try to splurge and stay somewhere really nice, or do you tough it a little bit, rough and tough it?
It depends on the place. For a lot of the places, now that we're a member of different travel groups, you connect with people around the world. So sometimes we're staying with friends or contacts that we have in different places, and other times we're able to find lodging. And it's surprising that there are nice hotels in some countries that are like $20 a night. I mean, so it's just a matter of kind of venturing out a little bit. And some of these may not be online, so you may have to do a little bit of digging. But there are ways to definitely travel on a budget.
How often would you say you travel and do what you want to do on that bucket list?
I say I travel about once a month or every other month. Yeah, I plan on going to Antarctica next year, so that's a big trip that I'm planning. But I'm actually going to Jamaica in January.
Okay, I need to be hanging out with you ladies.
Yeah, it's
once a month. Let's go somewhere. This is great.
And for me, it's about every other month. So
okay.
I'll get somewhere.
And so, what would you tell people that dream of going to some of these spots that you've been to? I mean, get in this group, right, on Facebook, maybe?
Yes.
Start there, because you're sharing ideas and deals and so forth, it sounds like,
right.
as well.
Join a group, but and even if you're not a part of a group, and Lauren and I, we discussed this a little earlier on, is creating a list of what you want to do. I mean, oftentimes we'll have conversations and we'll say, it'd be nice if we could do this or do that or do that. But you really don't start to check these things off the list until you have a list.
That's a good
So
point.
starting with a list of things that you want to achieve, and then you can start figuring out how you'll be able to achieve it, or you'll be able to take advantage of some of these travel deals when they come up. But you have to start with a list of things that you would like to do.
Okay, Taniqua, quickly, best thing you've done on your bucket list?
Best thing I've done on my bucket list, probably skydiving.
Okay, great. And Lauren, what about you?
I would say skydiving as well. Really? It was the scariest experience of my life. I never thought I would do it. I was so scared going on the plane right up, but after I jumped out, it felt like I was floating, and it wasn't scary at all. So.
That's great. So you didn't feel like you were going really fast when you were in the air, I guess, out of the plane?
Yeah,
I mean, because
yeah. It feels like you're
you get
almost in
close to the
place.
ground.
Yes, exactly.
But then the chute, at some point, the chute opens.
Exactly,
And, you know,
thankfully, yes.
all is right. Yeah. Because my jump guy, he's like, "Did you bring the chute?" And you're like, "What?"
quickly, the name of the group on Facebook is?
Bucket List Beast.
Awesome. Ladies, you did a great job. Thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thank
This is
you.
inspiring. I can't wait to travel. I guess I'll find
Come
out where
and
you're
join
going
us.
and I'll join you.
Definitely.
All right, so before you hit the road on a new adventure, you need to make sure your house is in order. Coming up, some tips on getting organized in 2015. Stay with us, come back. Good stuff here on Public Affairs on Peach after the break.